Virgo, welcome to Virgo Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. And if you're new here, we're doing a general collective reading today. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Flip and switch the roles if you need to, but don't try and make anything fit if it's not your story. Just let it go. So you've got the younger man, dealings a relationship with a younger man, first card out. We've got a wall with a misunderstanding. And an older woman. Dealings a relationship with an older woman. It's like there's a misunderstanding between there's a wall between this younger man and this older woman. This could be a mother and son. Something has created like a wall between them. Or I don't know, like you could be seeing a younger man. And this could be your mother or grandmother, and they're just like, this is not alright. They could be very traditional or very, I don't know, there's something they just, there's it's between the two of them. They just don't see eye to eye, or there is like some misunderstanding that's created this wall. Obviously, misunderstandings often come from like miscommunication or a lack of communication, or somebody just got that same communication just the wrong way. Okay, we've got a financial pinch and we've got a stubborn, aggressive person. So maybe the misunderstanding somehow is with this older woman. Maybe this younger man's trying to, needs some financial help, or is trying to get some financial support from this older woman because they're going through a financial pinch, or the other way around. Maybe this older woman needs some financial support from this younger man. And then we got a stubborn, aggressive person. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got advice from a friend. So you could be getting advice about how to get around this misunderstanding. And we've got temptation will test you. So, I'm really getting like this younger man has screwed up probably multiple times before. And now there's an actual, like, this is like the cried wolf thing. Or it's not even really cried wolf. I think that legitimately this person's been in trouble. This woman has bailed him out. Then he gets back in trouble again. She's bailed him out. I feel like she's got to the point where she's just cutting it off, and she's putting a wall up basically to defend herself. Sorry, not to defend herself, to protect herself, to create a boundary. I feel like this older woman has created a boundary where she's just not going to be taken advantage of or taken for a ride anymore. So let's see how this looks though. This younger man could want to be in a relationship with an older woman, but there's a huge wall up between the two of them. And maybe he thinks it's a misunderstanding, but she doesn't. She's like, I'm very understanding. I very much know exactly what went down. So, I feel like he can't come towards her. And I mean, in this card, like, this older woman looks like a grandma. But it may not be somebody who's, like, old enough to be somebody's mother. It may just be, like, somebody who's 5 years older or something. I don't know. So, 9 of Swords here for this younger man. He is so unhappy about a situation. Very much in his head. Worrying thoughts. Sleepless nights. Feel like it's to do with some, this relationship. We got a 5 of Pentacles. He's feeling out in the cold. He could also be broke. We've got a 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Hermit card. So I feel like he could be single, but Virgo, this is your card. So, when you get your own card, come out. It's like you're in your power. This is your strength. Being who you are, but somebody has walked away from a situation or emotionally disconnected. Or they're doing that now. I feel like this is a past situation that's still unfinished or unhealed. That's why it's showing up in the present, but it could also be repeated behavior, which I was sort of getting from the get-go between this younger man and this older woman, whether it's the same two people or whether he does this repeatedly. So somebody could be at a distance. They've like isolated themselves or separated themselves from this other person. I mean, the Hermit always speaks to, like, as you know, that wisdom, that experience, that, like, climb to the top of the mountain, getting some solitude, getting the best views from up there, not necessarily wanting to come down and re-engage with society and with other people, enjoying that a time alone or a time apart or whatever it is. Somebody could be traveling. So, yeah. This guy, he's feeling pretty hopeless in this situation. So, and honestly, I don't think it's just a situation. I think in his life in general, things aren't going great. And it's probably a bit of repetition there. Yeah, so 5 of Cups. So he's sad. He's feeling the loss and the grief of what's not there anymore. But he's also he's focusing on what he's lost and not what he still has. And what he could focus on is the lesson and how not to treat other people, how not to live your life, how things are going to, what goes around comes around. What you put out is what you get back, karma and all that. Yeah, so the thing is, I feel like this misunderstanding, it's like that's how it's trying to be portrayed. Oh no, it's just some big misunderstanding and it's not what I meant. It's not really how it happened. It's, yeah, it is. Actually, I think it is. I think that that's the excuse. So, what is this misunderstanding with the wall that's up? Oh, a 3 of Pentacles in reverse. This guy could owe money. Or, like, it could have been something that was affecting your work, his work, something to do with money. Something to do with there was no forward progress there. And now somebody wants it to go back to the way it was before, but the way it was before was toxic. Got a 10 of Pentacles in reverse here. It's like somebody trying to say, oh, this is a misunderstanding. It's just, I feel like this younger man owes this woman money. But he just wants to put it all down to a misunderstanding. I thought I paid you back. Didn't I pay you back? I thought I sent the money. No, you didn't. You didn't think it and you didn't send it. So, like, this person's a gaslighter. And he's obsessive and he's, yeah. He spends other people's money. He spends more money than he has. And he's just toxic. I think he's got toxic belief systems, toxic behaviors, does everything in excess, and then wants it to boil down to some big misunderstanding, and it's not. It's him. It's how he lives his life. It's what he does. So, yeah, there's a lot of money lost here. So I feel like maybe he was only in something for money, or he's recently lost a lot of money. Probably the way his behavior is with like this toxic devil behavior, it's probably some bad addictions, and he's lost all his money because he stayed in that addictive zone. And I feel like, you know, like, this is probably somebody who you had this experience with, and they gave you, like, maybe you just cut communication, cut contact, or just didn't speak to them or see them again, and they didn't, so you didn't have like any closure other than the events that happened that you were privy to. You didn't have any closure or any like conversations later on, so you did all your healing on your own. You got your own closure and you pieced it together yourself, but he doesn't think you pieced it together, or he thinks that there's still like some sort of chance of reconciliation, or he's gonna, I don't know, seems to think that you're still the same person or whatever. That you don't know all the things that went on, or that there were some other circumstances that were impacting his decisions or actions or something that you didn't know about. He's going to try and play it like that, like, you know, you misunderstood, you didn't know about all this other stuff. And I feel like you don't need to have known about all the other stuff, but I feel like you've got a pretty good idea anyway. And you don't need to know about all of that to understand how you were treated, how he behaved towards you. Even the behavior of not giving you that information or that closure that you needed at the time, but you didn't need in the end. All of that's just all part of the one and the same toxic mess. So I don't think you're pulling these walls down at all. And I'm not saying you are this older woman, but I'm just saying this older woman's not pulling these walls down. I don't see her, you know, being fooled by that bluff. I think this wall is like the damn wall of China, and it's not coming down. It's built strong, and this isn't just a wall. This is a boundary. This is a boundary that will not be crossed. And whether he likes it or not, this respect will be paid. End of story. End of story. And given he's not a respectful person, he's just on the other side of the damn wall, because she has enough respect to build that wall for herself. So, honestly, what an interesting reading so far. Okay, so, what's the older woman? Page of Swords in reverse. Yep, no communication. Absolutely zero communication, and it could have been quite a while. Blocked. Probably blocked. Blocked on the phone, blocked on social media, all that sort of stuff. So they probably have not talked in a while, and she's just focusing on her work, her career. She's getting on with it. And I think that too, she's very masterful with dealing with these types of fools. It's like this is over for her. She's not carrying these burdens or taking this person. This person is a burden. This person's a burden on anybody. Like literally anybody. Any girlfriend he gets, what a burden. His mother, freaking burden. This is like this immature child of a. This is like a grown-ass man that still behaves like a child, who just is like no emotional maturity, does not take responsibility for his actions. That's evident here. Very evident here by his toxic behaviors and by the fact that, you know, he still wants to put this down to some misunderstanding. Still not taking any responsibility. Still not being honest. Still just all the same stuff. So this older woman, or let's just say woman, because it wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't have to be much older to be older than this jerk. So she's got a 10 of cups. She's happy. She's got a wheel of fortune in the upright. She's working on a career or a business or whatever, and she's just blocking him out. She's not taking these burdens with her. Like these burdens, this is where she's just about to put these things down. So maybe there was, I don't know, some energetic tie. Still sort of hanging on for a little while. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, sorry, in the upright. yeah, and it's like this younger man's wanted to come in and offer his cup again, but it's got a fish in it, and it's a fishy kind of cup. It's like it's got an ulterior motive that comes with it, and yeah, and this is just a broken dream. And I don't feel like somebody has got any more attachments to this man. I feel like maybe there was like a vision or a dream that once was, and that could have been the only emotional or energetic thing that was still there, because these burdens, this isn't ending. This is like somebody's putting these burdens down and just focusing on themselves, their happiness, their fortunes. Yeah, this is definitely strong boundaries here. So what's this financial pinch? So something isn't growing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm kind of feeling like this younger man may have chosen, I feel like he owes people money. I feel like he's the one with his financial issues, but I feel like he also owes this woman money, and whatever he invested in, because I feel like this, there's pentacles all through this. Though you're an earth sign and that's earth, but something is not growing with what a person is doing. It could be not just not growing, it could be going backwards. Somebody could be getting negative growth. So who is this for? I don't feel like it's this woman, because we've got the Empress in the Lovers in reverse. It's like somebody wants to use love or sex or something to come in and take advantage of somebody else's abundance, somebody else's creativity, infertility, and all that she provides, all that she attracts into her life. But there's no love left here for that connection to be there. The burden's been dropped. All that's left is the memories of the conflict that was created. So I feel like this was like somebody else's backstop, like a person who latches on, like a man that latches on to women for financial gain and their stability and what they can provide. And it's probably what happened in the past, where they broke up or they fell out. Could be a friendship, could be a mentor thing, could be parental, could be a relationship thing. What's the 7 of Pentacles in reverse? So it's all getting on top of this person. 7 of Wands in reverse. They do not have the upper hand. They do not have the upper ground. They have made a mess of their life. Complete mess. I feel like they're coming, they want to come forward because it's like they see somebody else's success, somebody else's happiness and fortune. How hard they've worked to build themselves back up, and they want to come and take advantage of that because they've gone backwards. And I don't think they were in a good position to begin with, but I think you're doing better than them. And yeah. So the competition, everything's gotten on top of them. Bills have gotten on top of them. They're in a pretty desperate place in their life. What's the 7 of Pentacles in reverse to the 7 of Wands in reverse? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this younger man is still needing to be financially reliant on somebody else because he can't pay his own bills. He probably isn't working, doesn't have a job, or whatever he does for work is probably some stupid, I don't know, some stupid business idea that's never made any money. That it's kind of like, like a pretend job. This is like somebody who doesn't do anything seriously. Like, probably could turn it into something if they wanted to work hard enough at it. This is like somebody who wants to, you know, be and I don't feel like I can give an example without discriminating certain career paths, but this is like somebody who doesn't want to work, so they just tell everybody they're a professional online gamer or something like that, but they just game for fun, and they never actually learn or get skilled enough at any one thing to, you know, actually make any money off it. That's like somebody saying they're a professional poker player, but they're not actually a professional. They just play poker and they lose. So it's like, get a real job or get a real career, or, you know, get better at what you do, so you actually do turn that into money. It's like somebody who's got like this cover job or this fake, you know, oh, I'm trying, I'm just so unfortunate, things just aren't going my way. And it's like, no, that's not the circumstances. You're a lazy piece of... And yeah, and they're still financially reliant, and they've got all these ideas, but they never have the follow through. Like, this person's a real piece of work. So yeah, they're always, you know, in bad circumstances. They always need bailing out. And the other thing is that this person, if they ever do make any money, they're not generous with it. They don't use it to pay back the people that helped them in bad times. They don't pay back their loans and their debts. They don't pay any tax. They don't contribute to society one little bit. So, you know, this person needs these life lessons to wake up to themselves, and hopefully they do. But obviously they've got some addictions they need to deal with. That's probably having them not live in any kind of reality really anyway. I feel like this is the kind of person they will, like, even if they have a property, it's like they will literally drink themselves into oblivion, or, you know, party themselves to the point where they've got nothing left. Like, this person could inherit money and within 5 years time have nothing, and they've blown it all. So definitely you would be losing anything you ever gave to them. So what's the Page of Pentacles to the 7 of... Yeah, he wants money. He's like, please give to me. Oh, I can see what you're doing with your life, and it's going oh so well. I would love to come and do that with you. Now that you've put in all the hard work and you've learned all the things you've needed to do, can you just teach me everything, because I'm a lazy piece of and I don't want to do it for myself, and then I'm just going to watch, really, and you're just going to do all of it, and I'm just going to take a piece of the pie. I mean, yeah, this person sees you as a financial opportunity, and that's a shame. So they just want to come in and, like, partake of your life that you worked hard to build and continue to work hard at, and they think they can just swoop on in and, like, do that too. So a stubborn, aggressive person. Who is this? Justice in reverse. So, you know, I feel like when this person doesn't get their way, they lash out. They become aggressive. But they, no matter what they've done before that has had things be in disrepair, if they don't get their way, it doesn't matter how much injustice you have already had at the hands of this person, they're out to get you some more. They're out to dish more out. So, but I feel like they're also got this pity party going on with, you know, how much they've suffered injustice. This person's probably homeless, and oh, this is what happened to me. I'm sorry, I don't have much empathy for this person. They brought it all on themselves. And this is like, you know, we all go through stuff, but we don't stay down crying about it and turn to drinking and drugs and whatever other toxic behaviors, partying to, you know, the rest of us live in the real world, and we have to work for a living, and we have to, deal with our consequences. But yeah, so it's like this person is homeless. They want to come live with you. They're like, I didn't realize, son of this, you look like you're so abundant. Why can't I just come stay with you for a while? I'll just sleep on your couch. No way, sorry. Just like let them sleep in their car if they've got one. You'll never get them off your couch so long as they're there. And this person, they won't even just sleep on your couch. They're not gonna, like, when the morning comes, fold up the blankets and the pillows and neatly put them in the corner, and when they eat all your food, then wash their own dishes and clean up after themselves. They're not even going to do that. They're not going to do the bare minimum. This person is ungrateful, self-centered, like arrogant. They're just a child in a man's body. Yes, so you don't need to suffer any more injustice from them. Don't be pulling down your boundaries. Keep those walls right at where they are, is the whole message. So this has been a good short reading, thank God. I've been really finding it hard to keep these readings under half an hour. Alright, let's one more card. What's the Four of Wands in reverse to the Sun in reverse? Celebration. Three of Cups. I feel like you successfully overcoming getting this person out, keeping them blocked, not unblocking them, not giving them any more money, not buying into all their excuses. Then they can just go try it on with somebody else. You could possibly have an emperor in your life now. Now they could also be saying that, well, I just thought I'd leave you to it because you were dealing with your own instability and the injustices you were suffering from somebody else at the time. So I just thought, you're better off, just this person will say whatever they need to say. Yeah. But here you've got this Emperor energy, this High Priestess energy. So you're confident. You're very intuitive. You're in control of yourself, your life, and, like your direction. You're highly spiritual and connected to your life path. And we've also got a King of Pentacles here. So, I feel like this is about your financial stability. Like you've taken the imbalance that was handed to you and you've balanced yourself out. Well, you are in the process of that. And I feel like, you definitely need to celebrate how far you've come. You could be also doing something that's, or they could be doing something that's like, a group, kind of like a team effort, but it's not providing any stability for them. I think it's really like somebody's just trying to do something as a social thing. Like it really is just a hobby. It's not, it's something that's providing them any stability. So you've risen above it all, and I feel like that's a reason to celebrate. And I think that any attempts that they make now, whether person is blocked from contacting you, but maybe they're contacting people that you know or friends of yours and they're telling you about it, any of those attempts are just like so obvious what they're trying to do, and you're not taking the bait. I think more than anything, you're having a bit of a laugh about it. This person's still doing the same old. So, yeah. You don't have any love left for this situation. Ace of Cups. You don't have any confidence left in this person. They give you no reason to have any confidence in them in that position. So, yep. And I feel like you possibly are with an Emperor now. And I really do see this. I see this younger man as like, he's a page. Like, he's a page of pentacles. Or please financially support me because I'm useless. It's like, he's not even a knight. And if he was to show up as a knight, like, all we got is pages out here. We got a page of pentacles and a page of swords in reverse. He's certainly not an emperor. He's certainly not a king of pentacles. This is whomever else you've got in your life. You're in this high priestess energy, and that's all you'll accept is an emperor or a hierophant. Because I saw the you out here in the empress energy as well. So empress to the emperor. Soulmate, twin flame type of energy here. And whoever this king of pentacles is, yeah, it's giving, you know, financial stability and consistency. Yeah, just responsibility. Okay, so I laugh when this came out. I can't show you the card too much. Well, I can, but it's got some nudity. Temper your criticism. I feel like this younger man's saying that to me. Hold on, to be so critical of me. Well, you know, grow up. But let's have a look at this one. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got stop breaking your agreements. Honestly feel like that's like what they're saying. And it's like, well, stop breaking your agreements then. Grow up. That's like the reply. So, anyway, it's quite comical. So, honestly, I'm going to read the stop breaking your agreements part. So I think that's what you're saying back to this person. Like somebody's saying, pull down your walls, and it's like, they wouldn't need to be there if you had some respect. If you, one, don't break your agreements. Two, when you break them, restore the integrity, recommit, and make it better. And then don't do it again. How about that? How about have some integrity? Until that time, there's going to be a wall. And there may always be a wall. So it's valid. It's not giving. Allow others to develop trust in you. Honestly, I feel like this is what you're saying to them. How often do you say you are going to do something to a colleague, a friend, a family member, or yourself, and then do nothing? It could be as simple as saying that you are going to meet someone at 2 p.m. and show up late without calling, texting, or taking responsibility. Every agreement you make attaches like an energetic link to all the other agreements you have broken in your life and all the other people who also don't care about breaking agreements. This massive chain weighs you down and sucks the life force out of you while hooking you into the vibration of failure. Keeping your agreements helps others to trust you and feel safe around you and offers you new opportunities. It is also a sign of great respect for yourself and others. Successful people don't break agreements. And if they do, they recognize this straight away, take responsibility, and make amends for the broken agreement by doing something extra. As it says. Okay, so temper your criticism. As I'm reading that one, the one we just read, I was kind of getting like, is somebody saying, or, you know, oh, I forgot. Like, there's a reason for everything. Or, you know, I try my hardest, but I've got dyslexia, or I suffer with ADHD, or there's some freaking reason that they think is valid for all of it. Like, they still won't even take responsibility for this. Anyway, temper your criticism, become discerning instead of critical. When you are critical, you harden yourself and literally put energetic knives into others. You also block yourself from becoming a more refined, sensitive, intuitive human being. Your healing pathways get blocked and your bones and muscles begin to degenerate. When you are harsh and critical with yourself, you lose your life force energy, your self-esteem, and you become depressed. Your ability to be flexible, think deeply, and receive new, higher wisdom is also limited. Start looking at what is good, holy, and beautiful in each person. Develop discernment while still encouraging yourself and others to grow. Try to see things from several angles in order to create more objectivity and gentleness in your counsel. Practice self-kindness. This card asks that you start to experience yourself, others, and the world from a more compassionate point of view. Look at every challenge as a possibility for growth. This is how this person wants you to be towards them. Oh, just treat me more kindly and compassionately. I think he did that, and they stomped all over it. And, so I feel like I don't think you've hardened yourself. I think that's what they're trying to tell you you're doing. You're blocking them out. That is showing yourself love and respect. And, yeah, honestly, I feel like these two cards were like a conversation between you and them. Like, you're saying, stop breaking your agreements, and they're like, don't be so critical. So, alright, Virgo, this was fun. This is your reading today. I hope the messages are helpful and you get something out of it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back on the 17th with your next reading. So keep your notification bell on for that one. And we'll see you all soon. So take care and bye for now.